screens, and that's it.
Okay, perfect.
Pretty simple. And don't forget to score startups immediately after the pitch. So that's an important part.
Yeah, I have the spreadsheet right here with me.
Nice. Great.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. I'll turn off my camera for a second. I'll be back
Sure.
before the meeting starts.
Okay. So see you
Okay.
soon.
Thank you.
А чё вы подписались, что вы прям moderator from Silk Road Innovation Hub там?
Нет, там и так написано Silk Road Innovation Hub. Я спереди добавила Лазат Moderator from.
О,
Но я
hi,
могу
Kim.
убрать, чтобы было
Пожалуйста.
идентично.
Hi, Мари. Hi, Лизас.
Как дела?
Нормально? Как у
Hi,
вас?
Kim.
Отлично. У нас было, Аймира, здрасте. У нас было очень много желающих быть судьей именно на US раунде, возможно, из-за time difference, то, что максимально удобно же.
Да,
Да, но
это
я
правда.
ваш email сразу получил, как бы зарегали, сразу вас туда забил, чтобы
Спасибо,
ничего не
спасибо,
было.
спасибо. Я очень ценю, на самом деле, я так и
Ну,
понимал, что это происходит.
там прям куча ребят, даже сегодня у нас жюри, вы все пятером, сегодня 5 жюри, там порядка 15 человек заплавилось, но я только 5 поставил, вы все с Stanford Graduate School of Business, так что вы, в принципе, как я понимаю, more or less know each other, так что посмотрите.
Точно,
Ну и
точно.
проекты тоже будут интересно вам глянуть, потому что все-таки
Мгм.
они в вашем континенте, может быть, что-то приглянется. И интересно будет что-то. Вы занимаетесь. Я не совсем понял ваш бэкграунд. Я понял, что вы занимаетесь в сфере VC, также вы пишете определенные какие-то работы, да, про стартапы, венчурную индустрию.
Да, то есть я интервьюирую фаундеров крупных стартапов и инвесторов здесь и пишу то, что называется кейс-стадии для Стэнфорда и других бизнес-школ. А,
М,
То есть, в принципе, по идее, в результате всего этого дела, то сейчас у меня порядка 50 интервью. Помимо этого я пишу Search on Primer, апдейт делаю. То есть, по идее, после всего этого дела, по крайней мере, предполагается, что я должен знать, как выглядит хороший стартап.
м.
Вот, но все, понятно, стартапы хорошие, но
Классно,
Ну да.
классно.
Это очень интересно. Как раз, может быть, вы найдете какой-то инфоповод для себя здесь, из этих проектов. Они, конечно, не все крупные, не все большие. И вам, наверное, интересны стартапы, которые прям очень большие, и именно США, да, наверняка.
ну, и здесь их выбирают преподаватели, да, профессора, и они выбирают, вот я писал Zipline, Drone Delivery, это Unicorn, Sequoia Back, это Zoom,
М,
это студенческий транспорт здесь в Америке, тоже Unicorn, Vanta, тоже Unicorn. Ну, то есть они выбирают такие, стараются выбирать большие компании, но есть разные совершенно истории, есть истории не только успеха обязательно, поэтому
м.
и разных там, пишу сейчас Down Round, один стартап, пишу по Venture Debt кейс, как привлекать, то есть,
Это
так
очень
что,
интересная тема, кстати. Venture Debt, она очень, совсем не развита в данный момент в нашем регионе,
мгм.
но вы слышали про Stride Ventures из Индии? Крупнейший
Нет,
фонд в Индии.
запишу. Мгм.
Stride, Stride. Если нужно,
Мгм.
могу законнектить. Это крупнейший 500 миллионов фонд в Индии. У них там
Мгм.
порядка 100 или 15 юникорнов, кажется, в целом. Но они
Мгм.
прям очень огромные. Я с ними знакомился. И они работают чисто по модели Venture Debt. Они не берут equity, они
Серьезно?
только... Да, вот очень интересно. Я первый раз об этом услышал, механизме,
Хм.
и начал с ними общаться.
Правда. Здорово,
Да,
здорово, супер, я обязательно посмотрю.
да, гляньте, обязательно гляньте. Может пригодиться. Hi, hello everyone. People are keep coming one by one, which is good. We still have a couple of minutes. So we can actually chat a little bit if you want, guys. So today we're going to witness 20 incredible projects, which is good. And most of them actually from Central Eurasia, from our region, but they operating purely in the US mainly, which is good. So that's why, especially for jury members, that will be very nice. For instance, by the way, Kim, Vinny, you are both in the jury panel. I'm not sure if you know each other, but both of you are now or used to be the part of Stanford Graduate School of Business.
Hi, Kim, nice to meet you. I just recently graduated from the MSX program, class of 2025.
Hey, Vinny, class of 23.
Oh, MSX as well?
Yeah, and a case writing fellow now at GSB.
Oh, excellent. Nice. Yeah, before the MSX, I was head of strategy for Bank of America, Latin America. And
Nice.
yeah, now I'm here in the Silicon Valley, also pursuing my own startup. So great to meet you, great to connect, and hopefully we'll stay in touch.
Likewise. Will do.
So great. We also have Alan. Alan also is here. He's another judge. Rahima Yersultan, nice.
Akram Khojaeva. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm not a
Here.
judge, participant.
Hi.
So let us wait for a couple of minutes. Let's wait for Aset probably, and then we can kick off.
Okay.
So let me turn on the recording. Okay. Play. Nice. People keep coming. That's really, really good. So probably Aset is running late, and since it's almost time, we probably should get going. Also, I see our esteemed jury members. All of them are joined. We have Vinny, we have Kim, we have Alan. Oh, Aset is also here. We have XJ. I apologize. Is it okay if I call you XJ or
Yes,
how you?
perfect.
Great. So in that case, probably we should get going. So hi everyone, my name is Mari. Together with my colleague Lazat, we're going to be moderators of today's session. So welcome everyone to the USA National Competition of the Road to TechCrunch Startup Battlefield, the first ever competition bringing together the top founders from across Central Eurasia and, as you can see, even beyond. So we're excited to launch the USA round where 20 outstanding startups will pitch their ideas for a chance to fast track to TechCrunch Startup Battlefield 200 at Disrupt 2025 in San Francisco, one of the world's most prestigious stages for early stage startups. And before we dive into the pitches, it's my pleasure to give the floor to the host of today's competition, the driving force behind this regional initiative, CEO and founder of Silk Road Innovation Hub, Aset Abdualiyev.
Thank you, Madi, for a great introduction, and great to see everyone. We were looking forward to this US competition because it feels like this will be like a bloodbath, like a really cool startups are represented here, really top ones, and then we have a really solid, esteemed jury panel. So hopefully, kind of all of you will get really good scores, and we'll see some of you at the regional finals. Without further ado, I'll start with the presentation and talk a little bit about this competition and why we're doing this and some of the details. Madi, can you see the screen and everyone?
Yes, we can see the screen, but also we can see the menu, so that might be an issue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, this happens sometimes. Let me try once again. Can you see now?
Yes, great. We can see it.
Great. So welcome everyone once again to the Road to TechCrunch Startup Battlefield. This is a Central Eurasia's gateway to the world's biggest startup stage, TechCrunch Disrupt. And Road to TechCrunch Startup Battlefield is an official regional startup competition for TechCrunch Startup Battlefield. By the way, this is the first ever regional competition TechCrunch is doing, and we're very happy to be the first region to host this kind of regional competition. And We have received a groundbreaking number of a lot of applications. We received 485 applications from 27 countries, making this a huge historic milestone for the region, and shows a lot of interest from founders of the region to actually showcase their startup on a global stage. And the mission of this competition is to spotlight regional talent, connect local startups with global investors and media, catalyze cross-border collaboration VC activity, and of course, fast-track 3 top startups to the TechCrunch Disrupt 2025 in San Francisco. So I want to talk a little bit about our timeline. So we have 4 key phases of this competition. The first are the national competitions. Second is the regional final. Third is the 2-month online preparation. And the fourth is the TechCrunch Startup Battlefield. So we're right now in the first phase, which is national competitions. And out of 485, 450 startups were invited to pitch. And since July 21st to August 12th, we'll host a national competition. So we already concluded Uzbekistan national competitions, Turkey, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Kyrgyzstan. And now this is the US round, and then we'll have a global round. Then we have a regional competition, which will happen on the August 15th. Out of these 450 startups, 20 will be selected to participate in the regional final, which will happen on August 15th. This will also be online. It will be judged by representatives and our friends at TechCrunch, well-known VCs. And then this will be a competition to select the best startups that will be invited to participate in TechCrunch Startup Battlefield. Those 3 startups, once selected, they'll go through a 2-month, very intensive online preparation course. The course there is to really prep you for to get the best out of TechCrunch competition and while you're here. And the culmination of this competition is October 27th, 29th, when the 3 top startups will pitch at the TechCrunch Startup Battlefield. So the main partner and sponsor of this event is Freedom Holding. It's the Nasdaq-listed international investment company headquarters in Kazakhstan. Its valuation is almost like $10 billion. It's one of the most influential financial players in the region that supports startups and innovation. It's also one of the most developed fintech ecosystems in the region. And their support of this kind of events shows their desire and commitment to support regional startup development, innovation development in the region. So big thanks to Freedom Holding. And of course, this event wouldn't have been possible without a number of regional partners. So in each country, we have partnered with the key ecosystem players like Astana Hub, IT Park of Uzbekistan, Innovation Digital Development Agency of Azerbaijan, Startup Centrum, Sabah Hub, IT Park of Mongolia, European Bank and Development, Sabah Angels, and many, many others. And they help us to really kind of spread the word and also select startups, kind of also identify the best startups that could potentially represent the region in this competition. So what is TechCrunch Startup Battlefield? TechCrunch Startup Battlefield is the most prestigious startup competition in the world. It's hosted annually as a part of TechCrunch Disrupt conference. It's been hosted for the last 15 years. And the top companies that went through this competition include Trello, Dropbox, N26, Mint, Forethought, Robinhood, actually. And if you remember during the Silicon Valley series, the main hero, who is the founder of Pied Piper, they actually end up participating in TechCrunch as well. So every year, TechCrunch brings 200 top early stage startups. They selected to showcase their startups at the TechCrunch Startup Battlefield competition. And out of these, they select 20, and these 20 startups, they compete for the top prize, which is $100,000 in equity-free funding. And that's one. And also, I think what's even more important is the high impact visibility with global media and top investors and partners. Why? Because TechCrunch.com is well-known and probably the most prestigious media outlet for anything that has to do with startups and innovation. So if you get featured on TechCrunch, that actually helps a lot to boost your startup's visibility, and is a good signal for venture capital investors and potential clients to consider your startup for partnership and investment. And so TechCrunch Disrupt is, as Madi mentioned, is #1 annual technology conference, the most prestigious one. It brings together the most innovative startups, influential investment tech enthusiasts from around the world. And notable speakers include Elon Musk, Satya Nadella, Mark Andreessen, Brian Chesky, Anne Vazitsky, Shaquille O'Neal, Mark Benioff, Serena Williams, and many, many others. So some key numbers, the alumni of TechCrunch Disrupt, they raised over $32 billion in venture funding. There are over 50 unicorns and 165,000 people attended, and these are some of the well-known companies that I mentioned before that participated in TechCrunch Disrupt before. So what you get, so first of all, the winners of this competition, like the winners of the regional finals, they'll get a TechCrunch Startup. They're guaranteed 3 spots at the TechCrunch Startup Battlefield, so it means 3 startups. We also cover the trip to Silicon Valley for up to 2 founders. So again, if you're traveling from San Francisco and if you're based somewhere here, probably this will not be an option for you. But again, like if there are some winners, will be from Bishkek, Tashkent, Baku, Almaty, doesn't matter. We'll cover their costs, and also we cover up to accommodation up to 2 weeks for 2 team members. I know some of you are based in Silicon Valley, so may not be the case for you as well. But I think what's also important that you get a startup booth for free as well. Startup booth at TechCrunch Disrupt that will cover where you'll be able to exhibit your startup for 3 full days at TechCrunch. And we've been there many times at TechCrunch, and it's always like it's like a lot of people going back and forth, and you meet like really, you might meet some really well-known VCs, investors, angel investors, and potential clients, of course. And of course, you get access to investor networking access, plus branding and media exposure. In exchange, we would ask for all this. We'll ask for 1% equity and a safe in the company. Why? Because we'd like, as Silk Road Innovation Hub, we'd like to keep in touch with these companies, and so our relationship continue even after the competition is over, so we can help you with potential investments and some access and so on. And now, who are we? Silk Road Innovation Hub, we are the platform and a community for founders from Central Eurasia. We're based here in Silicon Valley, in Palo Alto, and we connect startups, investors, and corporate leaders, technology in their desire to kind of meet each other and build mutual partnerships. So far, we have 200 startup residents. The total valuation of $300 million. They raised over $50 million in venture funding. We run many successful acceleration programs. Actually, one is about to start in a month. We're doing in partnership with Alchemist. And we also have 1,500 community members, 20 plus partnerships, 350 events, and over 12,000 participants. And today we have a really esteemed panel of jury here, and that will judge this competition. So we have Vinicius. He's the Stanford GSB ex-investment banker, investment banking director at Bank of America. We have Annabelle, who is now at ex-partner at Tissing Ventures. Alan Murdoch, who is at the HSBC, also Stanford. Kim Latipov, he is the business case writer at Stanford Business School, educator and lawyer. And XJ, he's the head of growth at Apex AI. And I'm so glad to have such an esteemed panel of jury. And I'll pass the baton to Madi to talk about some of the nuances about the pitch, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Asset, for a great presentation. Now, in terms of the pitching rules, everything is very simple. So, dear founders, you have only 3 minutes for your pitch, and your pitch will be followed by 2-minute Q&A session with our esteemed jury members. During your pitch, please present your startup clearly and concisely. Focus on your product, market, traction, and of course your team. No interruptions during your pitch. However, if you exceed the time limit, I will have to interrupt you. So that's it from my side in terms of the rules. Keep it sharp, make it count. Good luck, everyone. And before we dive into the pitches, couple of notes. First, dear jury members, please remember to complete the score sheet immediately after the pitch and focusing less on startup's current stage and more on its potential global impact. So now, before we dive into the pitches, let us all turn on the cameras and do a group photo. Okay. Nice. Davledin Mohamed. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Nice. We did it. Thank you so much. So now let's let the competition begin. So in the first startup I would like to invite for a stage, let's say, is the World Medical Concierge Inc. Anyone from the team here? Oh, World Medical Concierge. Anyone here? I see. In that case, let us move forward. So, dear founder, dear participant judges, so if somebody will not answer our call, we will try to call them a bit later to give another chance to pitch. So in that case, let us try to call to action AI.
Yeah,
Yes,
hello,
Sultan.
I'm here. Yeah, that's
Right.
me.
Yes, please start
Uh,
sharing the screen.
yeah,
And you have 3 minutes.
okay. So yeah, I can start.
Okay.
So everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Yer Sultan. I'm from Kazakhstan. So I'm a founder of call2action.ai. So what we're building, actually, it's an ATS platform for the trucking industry. So what does it mean? We're building an applicant tracking system for the trucking industry. So let me start from our traction. Our traction for the last 90 days is like 24K ARR. And we have 4 paying customers right now, and we have more than 10 active pilots, 2 of which are larger trucking companies with over 500 trucks. So if we will convert them, that will be like 200K ARR. So what we are solving? So basically, we have 3 main problems. So it's first of all high turnover rates. For example, in trucking industry, driver turnover exceeds 200% annually, and also lost revenue because all the companies are losing money like up to $1,000 per month, and slow expensive because finding a driver it's too slow and expensive. For example, in the US, it costs more than $3,000 per just only for one recruiter. So what we build up, actually, it's a B2B SaaS platform where we are giving 2 rounds of the interviews, and all these 2 rounds are doing with AI. So there's no humans, and we are doing like phone call interviews and also web call interviews. And then we're giving feedback, like scoring candidates. We're giving like feedbacks about their soft skills, about their hard skills, about their knowledge of the English language, and etc. So after that, every single company and owners of trucking companies, they can see exactly like top 5% that can go for this, like, for example, next step, it will be onboarding. So let me go for the market size. It's huge because it's really underserved market, because only in the US it's $1.3 trillion and like over 9 million people workers, including 3.5 million only truck drivers. And truck driver is most popular job position in the US. So let me let's go for the how we'll make money. So we have a subscription model. We have 3 main packages from $500 till 1,500, and also we have custom solution for the huge high-level enterprises. So our technological edge is like more than 1.5 years ahead, because we already made 2,000 plus AI interviews only in this industry, and we made like 20K minutes of real world hiring data. And here's our roadmap and our go-to-market strategy. We are planning to collaborate with TMS systems and also with CDL schools, and also with different type of their events where we can participate. And for the quarter 2025, we are planning to make 50K MRR, and in 2026 it will be 200K. And yeah, let's talk about our team. So here's I'm a founder. We have amazing team with our team lead. His name Ablai. We have Roland. He has 7 years experience, and we have 4 huge advisors from Rippling, also from Glide, and also from Y Combinator. Yeah, and right now we're asking for 500K. We already fundraised 400K, so we're all on the final round to close our round. So yeah, that's all. If you have any questions, please just let me know.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rustam, for your presentation. Dear judges, do you have any questions?
I have one question. Thank you for the presentation. How do you see your product being expanded into other industries?
Yeah, so basically, we are working exactly with the blue collar workers. So it's not so difficult to expand for the different type of the same logically markets, for example, for the HoReCa, for the warehouses. So right now we're planning to scale only for the trucking industry, because we want to be like, champion on this side, and we want to get like 20% of this market. And after that, we want to scale for the different type of their and other niches.
Can you talk about competition?
Sorry, say again.
Ruslan, can you talk about your competition?
Yeah, so right now we have our competitors. I can show you here in this slide. So most of them, like they're really like old-fashioned 10th Street driver reach and Paradox AI, and they don't have any like AI solutions because they just only like marketplace and like they're connecting the recruiters with the candidates. And basically, our like plan is like to make process without recruiter. So what does it mean? It means every single step will be made with AI, like chatting, talking, and like callings. And after that, we're giving like top 5% of these top candidates.
Why do you think a trucker or a trucking company would trust AI specifically?
Yeah, because mostly of we made like more than 50 customer discoveries, and we realized that every single call or like conversation, it's the same. I mean, like the same questions, and like there's no difficult questions. So because of that, right now we have like huge pilot company which includes like 800 trucks. They own 800 trucks in their fleet, and they already trusted for the AI because they don't want to be like, back at their of this side, and they want to be more technological because right now it's kind of crisis in this industry.
Thank you.
Okay,
Great.
thank you.
Great presentation. I just want to have a very high level question on the problem that you're solving. So for the truck driver shortage, is the hiring process the most critical bottleneck in the whole process?
Yeah, if you're talking about exactly, I mean, like about their interviews, like at the beginning of this funnel, it's really difficult to make a lot of conversations as per hour. So we can do like 100 calls and 100 interviews per hour. So it's much easier to use and integrate with their CRM systems and with their TMS. And also we can do like in 3 languages, in different type of the language interviews. So right now we already added English, Spanish, and Russian language, so that's easy to use.
Just a quick
Okay.
question around your go-to-market strategy and your design partners, please. Like, how do you plan to scale this?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Yeah, what's your scaling and what's your go-to-market strategy, and how do you actually plan to actually scale this?
Yeah, got it. So right now, for example, we have in our batch IT Park Ventures because in this company, they have partnerships with more than 1,000 trucking companies. So they will bring us access for these companies, and we will be like a partnership with them. And also there are different type of the TMS systems where we can make collaboration like referrals or like for revenue shares. And that our like strategy for the first year, and we want to make zero for the marketing because our like decision makers is owners of the trucking companies.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Dear judges, please do not exceed the time limit as well, because we have still 19 projects to go. Yersultan, thank you very much for your answers and for your presentation. Now let
Thank you,
me
guys.
call the project called Shiplo, and I see Arslan is here.
Yes, hi everyone. Gonna share
Hi.
my screen.
Hey guys, I'm the co-founder.
Okay, we can see the screen. Hi.
Okay.
All right, so we're building Shiplo, which is a platform for 24/7 AI employees that work for you. So people waste a lot of time doing the same online tasks, and we feel like AI can automate that. So things like inbox cleanup, filling out job applications, and stuff like that. We're building a platform of operators that do the job for you.
So imagine if there was a solution. Do you hear me? Oh, wait.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay. Imagine if there was a solution that can actually automate all your inbox cleanup, applying to jobs and filling out the reports for you. So that's what Shiplo does. It goes to browsers and desktops and automates all your digital tasks. For example, in our beta, you can actually see the job operator running, visiting all the URLs and logs for you. That's the operator made for students. So it actually goes to LinkedIn, then sorts out all the software engineering jobs for you, then clicks apply, and then fills out all the forms for you so you don't have to.
Yeah, so there are other players in the space, but Make and Zapier are high config for the everyday person, and they're also API reliant. Giants like OpenAI and Perplexity are chasing general intelligence and a general bot that does tasks on the browser. But for Shiplo, we're building a platform, not just a single bot. And we're focusing on people creating operators and sharing it with the community. And other people who have similar problems can borrow it and make it their own. And we never rely on APIs. We have a desktop app that does desktop work, and we also spin up our own browser to do browser work. This is some analytics from our launch. We had 23 users visiting our website, and we had 1.6 events, 1.6K events going on. So clicking, running the operator, stuff like that. This shows that the users are curious. Now it's just about retention and nailing the product. So our pricing and market strategy, we have a tiered pricing where our first tier is $9, second tier is $19, and then our third tier is enterprise, which we're saying an average of $99. So if we say 2 billion daily computer users in that age group, 16 to 40, and we capture just 1%, that's 20 million users. And if we convert 5% to paid, that's 1 million paying users. And we would end at 252 million per year. Initially, we built the job applier operator, which is for students, and that's what the students thought. But we've been getting interest from product managers and professionals like professors.
So we're currently 61 beta users in actively using operators and Shiplo. We're accepted into accelerator programs like Founder University and Delta Fellowship, and we're averaging 244 users checking us out weekly. And next week we're launching.
Arslan, and gentlemen, I apologize. The time is up. So let us give the opportunity to ask questions. So dear judges, do you have any questions?
Thank you guys for the presentation. Could you define your customer and the pain point exactly?
Yeah, so right now we're focusing on students because we're students ourselves. And our first MVP was a job applier, which went online and applied to internships. And the pain point we solved was you had to repeatedly answer the same kind of questions for internships online and fill out applications and send it. And we automated it with AI.
How do you think about expanding the use cases? So going beyond students and job applications?
Right. We just launched custom operators about a week ago where anyone can create an operator with just a prompt and automate any simple task. So that's our way of expanding out of students and not just really boxing in the platform to job appliers, but you can automate anything with custom operators. And that's how we want to expand out. And we're going to also launch other operators other than job applier ourselves.
Okay, great. One last question. Vinny?
Yes, yes, I have one. So I kind of want to understand your motivation and feeling of building this product out there. So I have two close friends. Both are launching similar things. One is called Multi-On or Please. The other is similar. I don't know whether you guys are familiar with these two, and just want to understand kind of, do you feel this is such a crowded market that so many people are building different tools out there, and do you feel motivated of building a new one?
Well, I think that there are a lot of people building startups in this space because AI actually doing work is the next step. But I haven't seen anyone building a platform, but if they are, then I would say it's we're still motivated because we went to YC startup school and that's how we got the idea. We're motivated to build this, and I think it's about speed and distribution.
Okay, thank you very much. And now it's time to move on to the next project. Dear founders, thank you for the presentation. Judges, thank you for asking a question. Vinny, the next project is yours. So the next project, Aquila Labs, has some technical issues, so he will pitch later. Now let me invite Colombo. Is anyone from Colombo project here?
Yeah, I'm from Colombo.
Hi, Sabina. Please start sharing your screen.
Sure.
Okay, we
Right.
can see the screen, but not the presentation.
That's the presentation.
Yeah. No, we can see the screen, but I think it's on a different desktop. Oh, yeah. We can see the presentation now. Can you do a full screen? Yes, we can see it.
Did I start?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sabina Ospanova, and I'm founder of Colombo. It's a habit sharing app for users to find the best suited habits for them, track them, and share the daily wins for accountability and motivation. So meet John. He has a big goal. He wants to be fit. He is motivated at the beginning, and then his motivation gets lost very quickly. And then to distract himself from the feelings that he gets of guilty and all of that, he goes to Instagram and gets lost in the endless entertainment loop. So he feels at the end of the day drained, lost his energy, and not even nearly close to his goal. And John is not alone. There are 2 billion users on Instagram alone who spend 4 hours or more a day on Instagram. And imagine what they could have done within those 4 hours for their own life. And 100 million of users already are trying to find solution. They are looking into resources like these apps like Strava, Todoist, and books like Atomic Habits. So Colombo is imagine Duolingo meets Strava, and it's an application that helps you to stay consistent with your habits, with your best intention. It validates your efforts, unlike on Instagram, where we get validation for the things we cannot control, like appearance and wealth. Here we validate efforts like the best practice of parenting, where we need to validate efforts of our kids for building up the resilience in them. And it also offers the AI coaching in that. So unlike other habit trackers and social medias, we are mixing the best from both of the worlds together to offer the system that helps users to stay consistent and stay motivated to keep going with their best intentions and goals. So the business model is freemium, with the premium subscription that offers AI coaching and unlimited goal setting. And also the next phase of the application is to work with creators to offer them the easy way to influence and earn stable revenue, like on Substack, where experts write articles. On Colombo, experts and creators can show their habits and inspire their loyal audiences. Why now? The global wellness is accelerating, and at this moment, it's about 250 billion of economy market. And then social media fatigue is there. People are ditching Instagram and trying to block their TikTok time. And there is overabundance of content. So there is an alternative needed that will help people to find the genuine connection opportunity while also focusing on their life goals, and where they can focus on the health, career, and everything all together in one app.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
But oh, nice. So, dear judges, do you have any questions?
My question goes to the next phase that you mentioned, where you help creators. How does that compete with the platform itself? On one side, you're essentially trying to create a platform that enables people to pursue their goals. On the other side, you're helping creators generate content for other social platforms or for Colombo itself?
Colombo itself. So there is a program called Anonymous Alcoholics Program, which like offers 3 pillars, and it's a very successful program for breaking the bad habit. And that's the worst bad habit out there. And it has 3 pillars. The first one is community, identity-based. The second one is coaches. And the third one is curriculum. So Colombo offers all 3 of those, and creators serve as coaches that show examples and inspire by with examples of themselves committing to their habits and intentions. And yeah, that's how that's gonna work. Hope that answers the question.
Thank you.
Let's do one more from Kim.
Thank you, Sabina. Can you walk me through the user experience? So what does the product actually do? So who's the user and what happens?
So the user is someone who is burned out and tired and wants to like change their lives. So they download Colombo, they go through the onboarding, they set their goals, they say who they are, like professional and a parent, and then they can describe their current situation. So for example, I got burned out from working in corporate life and parenting and all of that, and need to like take the control back to my life. And it gives micro habits that will help the users who start with like kind of energizing different areas of life, and then logging, and a user can track their habits, just marking complete. So for example, I have mindful practice every day, I mark it complete, and then it offers me to post about it. So I write my thoughts, my insights about my habit today, and I share that in the post. In the app, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Sabina, for your presentation. Now it's time to move on to the next project. Do we have anyone from Catch Up Network?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm here.
Great.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So Catch-Up AI, the autonomous engineering manager with AI agents. We are boosting productivity, retain your top talents, and let the managers spend 80% more time building rather than managing. Over the years, I trained over 200 managers. In the modern world, the engineers are moving much faster with Copilot, Windsurfs, cursors, and the managers just can't keep up. Most of them are burnt out. Employees don't get the feedback and mentorship they need. The result is low productivity and high turnover, about $2 trillion lost in productivity. Catch-Up AI acts like the best manager that you have. It monitors the engineering productivity and coaches them personalized for each of them. We build an AI-powered 360 feedback that is built for Gen Zs. Catch-Up AI finds out if somebody is about to leave the company or is disengaged, automatically re-engage them within the company. And when it's time, it provides data for leadership to make the right decisions. The result is higher productivity, lower turnover, and reducing costs. This was not an easy solution, so I put together the team to make it happen. I was a vice president at a $3 billion tech company, launching over 5 products there. I trained over 200 managers, and I have a PhD in computer science. And all the people you see here, I picked them. I've worked with some of them with 8 years and 5 years, and we have the technical and domain expertise to make this happen. Catch-Up AI goes through the digital footprint of everyone in the company, from the public channels and metadatas, build a network of people and a connection graph with everyone so AI knows where to go get the data, and build a loop between the managers, people, and agents. And the result is higher productivity and lowering turnover. We are focusing on Series B plus funded companies. They are the fastest growing companies. They have the money, and so they are our first target in software industry. And over time, we are going to become more industry and agnostic and international, which is a $180 billion TAM for our market. Catch-Up AI is the only tool in the market that gathers the data, analyze it, and coach everyone. And also, in a few years, we will be able to provide FICO-like a score for individuals which they can use as their resumes. So the traditional resumes for talent acquisition will be retired. We are focused on subscription based on number of seats that companies have. We have 9 organizations already using Ketchup AI, which is about 400 plus users. We see 50% week over week on our freemium version, Review Now AI. And we have an army of coaches in fractional HR that are selling it for us. We got only 500K ARR from the warm intros this community actually gave us. And that's Ketchup AI.
Thank you very much. Great timing.
Thank
Dear
you.
judges, do you have any questions? I see Vinny.
Yeah, my question goes to how do you see regulatory scrutiny over data privacy, and how would that impact your business model?
So there is a big thing. Our focus is security, and I was the person getting companies inside the previous company I was the VP at. That's a big problem, but we solved it in a way. We only get the public channels. We are on the path to get SOC 2 compliance, and we have everything ready to get audited as soon as possible. And that's the main part. So we need to make sure all the data end to end should be secured. So the transfer of data is secure. Each company gets their own database and cloud environment, and we are planning to go on-prem. So the companies that have more security in place, we go on-prem. That's why we focus on software companies that are not very regulated. So healthcare is the next step for us, but for now we are focusing on software companies, mostly consulting. Another way is going through the app stores. We are on Zoom Marketplace, and they grilled us on security. So that's another way we are getting into companies to go around and rely on companies that are already proven on their security, and we can go with them, and then we build the trust in the customers.
Okay.
Just a follow-up to that question. I think my point was more towards the use of employee external data to create a score
I see.
for their potential performance, and how would that be regulated in the future?
It's not going to be external data. It's going to be the company's data. Companies have the tendency not to want to share it with their competition. But if you are in the business of like HR, for example, has this trusted network that they share the salary. So if I share the salary of my employees, I have access to the salary of other employees, which means that they can share those when they are hiring. So if giving something and getting something, it's going to be the same. And at first, it's going to be voluntarily. It's going to be, as an employee, I want to share my digital footprint, my score if I'm high, but over time, it's going to be, if you're not sharing, like something might be wrong. So over time, it becomes more regular. That's why I say it's in a few years. That's a part that we are still working on, but that's the strategic roadmap that we have on it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great
Okay,
presentation. Oh, do we have time for one more?
Okay, let's do one more and that's it.
Okay, thanks. Great presentation. I am from a Series B plus fast growing software company based in the US. So I'm kind of putting my HR, like put myself in the shoes of our HR is your product kind of replacing the HR platforms like Bamboo that we're using or Monday? Like for the HR head, what's the biggest value proposition? Because to my understanding, the switching cost is pretty high because of all the data there.
Yes. So we are connecting, for example, Bamboo HR. We're connecting directly and we are sitting next to Bamboo HR. It's not that we are replacing it. So payroll, everything happens through Bamboo HR. We pull the data from Bamboo HR, analyzing and feeding it back if it's needed. We are not replacing them. We are working adjacent to them. And the things that the value proposition is, you don't have to do performance reviews anymore. You don't have to deal with top performers, low performers, managers giving feedback. All that happens autonomously through our system. For example, we curate, craft messages for top performers, and managers just read, modify if they have to, and they click yes, send. And it's actually in a Slack or Microsoft Teams. It's not a separate product. So we have our UI, but in Slack, they get a message from Ketchup AI, hey, this is your top performer. They might be disengaged. Do you want to send this message to them and you want to change it? They say yes, they click yes, it goes to that individual, kind of building that relationship. So it's an addition to the existing tools rather than replacing them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I guess what I meant was Lattice when I said HR. So are you guys replacing Lattice?
We are very in a competition with Lattice from one side, but Lattice is only analyzing it. We are acting on it. So if the company has Lattice already, they can use the analysis of Lattice, but we act on it, read that, and then we go to the employee, run a one-on-one for that employee based on that data in Lattice and all the tools.
Yeah,
So
founder, I apologize. The time we're taking too
Thank you.
much.
yeah,
But
definitely.
yes,
I'd love to follow up, XJ, if you had to. Thank you.
yes. So now it's time to move on to the next project, Perceptis AI.
Yep. Hello,
Percept-
everybody. I'm here. Awesome. So yes, we are Perceptis AI, and we automate consulting workflows with software and generative AI. So my name is Alibek. I am a former McKinsey consultant. I've worked in the industry for 7 years. And my co-founder's name is, by the way, also Yersultan, although not the one from Call to Action. He's a former Apple AI and ML special projects engineer. We are both from Kazakhstan, and we are happy to represent our country in this competition. So today we are talking about a very massive underserved market. Consulting, by different estimates, is making somewhere between 500 billion all the way to $1 trillion a year across the globe. And a very large part of that market is actually boutique consulting firms. So not quite McKinsey's and Accenture's, but much smaller firms that make maybe somewhere from a few $1 million to a few $10 million a year. The beauty of these firms is that they don't build internal AI tools, unlike McKinsey. They don't have an army of people to throw at every single task. They are in a dire need of automation, and nobody provides it to them. And we're gonna basically come and do that. So maybe let me create this metaphor for you. Running a boutique consulting company today is actually very similar to driving an individual taxi cab in New York City in the 90s. What I mean by that is if you're driving a taxi cab in the 90s, what you have to do is you have to find your own clientele. You have to figure out how to get from point A to point B. You have to drive, and then you have to deal with cash to collect the payment and all that stuff. And then when Uber entered the stage, aside from the fact that it's a double-sided platform, which we are not, Uber basically gave a super app to all these drivers. Now you are given a customer, you are given a map, you drive, and then you get your money in the bank, right? And Perceptis to consulting companies today is what Uber is to the drivers. And just to tease your imagination, if we propagate this analogy into the future, there might be a world where Perceptis becomes a Waymo of consulting world, but it's not something that's in front of us immediately. Immediately, we are giving kind of an Iron Man suit to consulting companies so that they are more productive, so that they can serve 3x, 4x, 5x as many clients without growing their headcount like crazy. So we launched in July of 2024, last year, and we are already serving dozens of consulting companies across the globe. I had to blur it out, understanding that we are streaming on YouTube, but some of them, we have companies that are as big as 700, 1,000 consultants strong, and we have some significant names in our pipeline as well. The ultimate vision is that we are building a comprehensive consulting operating system. Basically, every single workflow that can be called tedious, mind-numbing, soul-sucking for consultants, we automate it so that it makes zero sense to run a consulting practice without having Perceptis software and AI. We are already backed by some of the prominent investors in the Silicon Valley. We raised our seed round in October of last year. Silk Road Innovation Hub is one of them. So we would love to represent this community in the TechCrunch competition.
Great. Thank you very much, Alibek, for the presentation. Great timing. Dear judges, do you have any questions?
How does the pricing model work for your product?
Yeah, right now we are selling our software at $1,500 per seat per month. And the seat allows you to, specifically the first product, the Perceptis V1, is allowing you to generate proposal documents when you're selling consulting services. So that subscription allows you to generate up to 10 proposals per month. So that's what the seat is about.
Thank you, Alibek. And what stage are you at in terms of the product development? So what do we have at the moment?
So the product, again, Perceptis V1 is fully deployed, which is the proposal generation tool. We went a little bit into lead generation as well as individual slide generation, going beyond proposals. A lot of our customers are asking us, proposals is fine, but when can I start generating the final deliverables, the board of director updates, the product management office update, and so on. So that's where we're at. Again, the platform is fully functional. You can log in today, and again, like I said, dozens of consulting firms are already using us.
Thank you.
Okay, great. We have time for one more question if you have, dear judges. If not, we can move forward. Okay, great. So Alibek, thank you. Thank you very much for the presentation. So now let me call the Reprogram Biosciences. Do we have anyone from the team here?
Yes, we do. Hello.
Rustam,
Let me
please
share
start
my
sharing.
screen. Do you guys see it in the full screen?
Yes, we do.
Perfect, perfect. Well, hi everyone. My name is Rustam Esanov. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Reprogram Biosciences. We're building a completely new way of treating cancer by turning the tumor against itself. We're a team of scientists and entrepreneurs from top institutions backed by leading investors in biotech. My co-founder Aziz was ranked as one of the top scientists in the world at the International Chemistry Olympiad, and our advisors include pioneers in cancer research and drug delivery. Together, we're taking on one of the biggest challenges in modern medicine: how to make tumors treatable. And this idea started when someone I love, my wife, was diagnosed with cancer. It is in that moment I realized how challenging it is for cancer patients to find the right drug. And I just kept thinking, what if we could actually make the tumor help fight the disease instead of just trying to destroy it? And that's the core of what we're doing at Reprogram Biosciences. Now, we're not using complex cell therapies or expensive manufacturing. Instead, we're injecting a tiny piece of code, a messenger RNA, directly into the tumor. And that code gives cancer cells new instructions: stop spreading and start calling in the immune system. It's like flipping a switch inside the tumor. And in essence, we treat cancer like a software bug. Instead of wiping out the entire system, we rewrite its code so that cancer cells can become part of the solution. And we've seen that it works in aggressive tumor types already, and are now we're generating more data as we proceed toward clinical trials. Over the past few months, we've raised a $1 million pre-seed round, built our lab, and right now we're ultra focused on proving that this can work in the real world. If you believe in big ideas, bold science, and a personal mission, would love to talk. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Rustam. Dear judges, any questions?
Yes. Rustam, can you actually give a sense in terms of the timeline and the regulatory approval hurdles there, please?
Absolutely. So essentially, we're developing a therapeutic. We are now at the preclinical stage. We anticipate that we're going to enter clinic in 1.5 and 2 years. Clinical trials from phase 1 to phase 3 will take approximately 4 to 5 years. So that gives us 7 years until we actually in the market.
Okay, great. Do we have any other questions? If not, Rustam, thank you very much for your presentation and for a great solution. And now let us move forward. Let me go back and try to call 2 projects that did not respond last time, but I was told that they're here. So do we have anyone from World Medical Concierge now?
Oh, yes. Hi, I am here. Yeah.
Hi, Cedric. Please start sharing your screen.
Okay, perfect.
I can only send screenshots from here.
Can you see my screen? Or?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, hey everyone, my name is Cedric and I'm founder of TopMD Health. So we are reinventing the whole medical travel industry, how it's working today. So I'm a founder of iDoctor.kz, which is a ZocDoc of the Central Asia with more than 55,000 doctors, more than 1 million appointments, completed over the last 10 years. So which the previous company started in 2013. Okay, so as you know, like US healthcare is like one of the most expensive healthcares in the world. And the same procedures can cost up to 10 times for the similar procedures that could be done in any other countries. And 2/3 of all the US bankruptcies are due to the medical debts that people have after the medical emergency or any other procedures they may have. So as of today, there are like 2 million Americans that travel every year for medical care internationally. And all these people, they face so many problems, how to find the best providers, how to verify them, how to have the cost transparency, how to finance it, how to schedule and have a care coordination, especially if it's in Spanish language or any other languages, how to have a pre-consultation and how to share their medical data, health data, how to travel. There are like so many problems that what medical travel they have every year, and this is what we are all solving. So we are building right now the personalized medical assistant, which will help you with all your medical journey. So it's a dedicated medical concierge, which will provide a comprehensive medical access to the dental care, aesthetics, fertility, orthopedic surgeries, and all other treatments. So as of now, the whole industry is being fractured. It's operating in different silos. As there was a great example that Alibek shared, as you think about the taxis, yellow cabs in New York City. So that's how industry is working right now. And so we are totally reinventing that industry, providing the full access to the patients end to end. Yeah, so our team, so we spent like more than 30 years in healthcare. Overall, I would say even more. So it's been like more than 10 years in healthcare. My co-founder, David, has been more than 30 years in health. And our CTO, he built also like many healthcare projects for the US for currently NASA astronauts, the way how they have a medical care, they're using the platform he has built. So we have a great team of advisors with whom we work, most of them coming from Stanford, doctors and professors who are supporting us in terms of the technology and business. Yeah, so the overall the market of medical travel is growing 24% year over year.
Yeah, I apologize, but the time is up.
Okay,
So
sounds
yeah,
good.
judges,
I'm about done. Yeah, thank you.
can you please help Sarek to finalize his presentation? Kim?
Where are you at with your product at the moment, Sarek? Thank you for the presentation.
Yeah, so we're because it's a HIPAA compliant product and and it's a SOC 2 certified. So we are launching our product is like 90% complete. So we're launching it in 2 weeks. Yeah.
And what's the user, what's the user experience in terms of, well, basically, can you describe the product through experience of your users?
Yeah, so for our user, we're one solution, one healthcare your assistant, one place solutions where you can upload all of your medical records, you can upload all your X-rays, you can have a telemedical consultation within our platform, you can have a cost estimations, payments, financing, everything through our platform will be done, as well as a post-treatment after patients they come back after the treatment.
And your user is essentially anyone who is basically B2C.
B2C is for the phase 1, and we will start offering next year our services as supplemental health benefit plan to employers, companies such as Target, Walmart, and any other companies.
And how will you make money?
From employers. So it's like, so if as you work in any other company, you can have a gym pass that employers pay for your gym pass. So we're offering this as a service to have access to our platform and a personalized assistant with your medical journey.
Thank you.
Do you see any regulatory barriers from US, the regulatory standpoint, to provide this to US employees?
Yeah, so we're working with two big law firms. It's a Fenwick and West and Fenwick and West and Pillsbury. So we have a top attorneys which help us to navigate all the regulatory healthcare questions.
Okay, great. Cedric, thank you very much for your presentation, for your startup. Now, let us go forward. Let me call Aquila Labs Inc.
Hi, we're here.
Hi, Beck. Please start sharing your screen. Nice, we can see it.
Yeah. Can I start?
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, awesome. Hi, yeah, we're Aquila Labs Inc. We actually just went through rebranding, so now we're called Wonder. So we're removing the gap between designers and developers. Previously, a little bit about our team. I'm Ibek. I previously launched and scaled a startup to more than 100,000 users in college. And I was a product manager at Series A, B, and C startups, overseeing design and development teams. And my co-founder previously built a VS Code extension with more than 300,000 installs and was a founding engineer at the DevTools startup Tenderly, which raised 58 million from top VCs and scaled from 0 to 5 million ARR. Our first product was called Superflex. That was a Figma to code product. Basically, it took any input from Figma and generated code that matches your existing code base. That's our first product. We built it. We're actually in the process of selling it right now. And when we built that product, we learned a lot of pain points in the design to code development space. So the problem here is that design to code is not often a linear process. It's like a loop. It goes from user research, and by the time it gets to the live app, there are many iterations, and there are some big challenges today that touch a lot of the organizations. And the biggest problem is that the most popular design tool today, which is Figma, which is going to IPO today, by the way, it doesn't have awareness of your code base. It doesn't connect to code. And what happens is a lot of the design and development teams and the design system that they use gets misaligned. And that creates a lot of challenges, especially as companies get bigger and their design systems get more complex. Because of that, this creates a lot of issues and turns small front-end changes that should be taking hours to weeks or even months. And it creates a lot of costs to companies. So what we're building next is basically Figma that has awareness of your code base. We found a way to rebuild the infrastructure that connects it to code, which allows us to, one, have awareness of your code, of your components and design systems. So designers can work in the environment that they're used to working, but it actually generates production grade code. And second, we're able to leverage AI in a much better way. Figma currently can't leverage AI in their existing canvas because it's built in a different infrastructure. It doesn't connect to code. So we found a way that we can do it inside a canvas, and it works really well, actually. So basically, we'll turn all designers into design engineers. That's our huge vision. Why now? This wasn't possible a few years ago. AI models couldn't generate production grade code. Figma is literally going to IPO today. They're slowly turning into Adobe, and they're not serving all teams right now, especially those with complex design systems. And we see that companies need to move really fast. We actually see that a lot of companies are pushing their designers to use AI coding tools. And we, yep.
Thank you. Thank you very much, but the time is up.
Yep.
Dear judges, do you have any questions?
Just a very quick one. It is not lovable.
No. So Lovable does not connect to your existing code base. It works great for making prototypes, so from making 0 to 1. But once you have a complex code base, that's actually it doesn't work that well. And second thing is, it doesn't fit the designer's workflow well as well. So Lovable is more so like you have to prompt it, but you don't have your infinite canvas. And the way whenever we speak to designers that use vibe coding tools, they don't like just prompting. They're creative people. They love throwing stuff onto the canvas and then working from there. So Lovable doesn't fit. We are solving some of the things that Lovable is solving, but we're fitting more into the actual business workflow.
And your go-to-market strategy would be subscription per user or something else?
Yes, we're subscription plus token based, and our go-to-market is mostly consumer. So we are basically marketing.
Okay, thank you very much, Aybek. Thank you very much, judges. So, dear participants, let us have a short 5-minute break. Now it's 10:04. Let's meet at 10:10. And the next to pitch is the project Altbridge Inc. So see you in 5 minutes, in 6 actually. So, dear participants, it's time to continue our competition. So let me first confirm the presence of our esteemed judges. So I see Kim, Vinny. I see Vinny here as well. Alan.
I'm
Alan
back too.
Retic is here as well. So it's time to start in that case. So do we have anyone from Altbridge Inc. here?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. Great. Please start sharing your screen. Nice.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet, but it's coming.
Probably over my internet.
It's still black for me, and also your audio is not clear. I'm not sure whether it's only for me or for everyone. Okay, we can see the screen now.
Okay. Hello. My name is Anjay. I am CTO at Altbridge, and we are building a future AI investment research. So yeah, like we all know that this a lot of fields, and investment is not an exception. A lot of managers see that AI will transform the industry, but not a lot. A lot of them know what to do about it. And here we are at Altbridge. We see ourselves like in investment learning. We wrote this like idea of 5 mile of autonomy from self-driving cars, and we see ourselves at level 3 as a co-pilot. Like I'll tell later what it means. And most of the investment runs on level 0, 1. So we fast track clients to 3, and we invite them with us to the journey to full autonomy. So yes, mostly analysts do getting data writing report. We will do it for them. First, we generate investment profile for our clients and understand what he wants, what he look at, what his investment horizon, and then for any company he's interested in, we create an investment thesis with key drivers and catalysts, and we do it in our phase. And yeah, and also the second thing that we analyze is investment thesis 24/7, and when something important happens, we know directly when we are email or some messengers. We can monitor more than 200 companies simultaneously. It's like much more than human capacity. And we discover hidden correlations of sectors and markets, and we give him like alerts on any important signs that can affect his positions. Our so 200K is 0% churn. We do our best, so our clients love our product. Our target is 1 million ARR, but like some on quality. We have tried, I think, like one single and so about the market. So based on search of progress and target market history of the market investment tools and our serviceable channel somewhere. So
Andre, I apologize. The time is up, and also I'm not sure whether it's only for me or for everyone else, but the quality of audio was not really good. So, dear judges, do you have any questions?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was hard for me to also hear, but just want to clarify who is the customer here and what is the monetization strategy?
Our customers right now, we are on hedge funds, like about 10 people who don't have capacity to put their AI solution by themselves, because big players, as we know, they have in-house solutions. Big players like Bridgewater, other big hedge funds, for mid-sized and small hedge funds. So like
Okay, I see. Yes, the quality wasn't the best one, Vinny, but I hope you understood the the response.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So let us move forward on to the next project. So do we have, thank you very much, Andre, for the presentation. So do we have anyone from Student Box AI?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. Please start sharing your screen.
Okay. Okay, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's start. Hello, dear members of the jury and participants. I know you're exhausted. Dozens of pictures, too many slides, too much noise. So I promise to keep it short but unforgettable. 2 years ago, I was a brilliant student with no idea how to apply to national universities. No guidance, no money, no network. Today, I'm the founder of a platform that helps students like me get into universities with just one click. My name is Rahima Akramkhodjaeva, and this is Student Box AI, your AI-powered admission copilot from day one on the platform to day one on campus. 25 million of students apply to universities abroad each year, and it shouldn't feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But for millions of students, it does. Agents charge thousands, forms are unreliable, language barriers, document preparation, and visa fear. It's overwhelming. Student Box AI simplifies the entire admissions journey. One platform, AI-powered, scalable, global. We help students discover best fit universities, for example, Princeton, Duke, Washington University. Also online education, language schools in Malta, Africa, US. Prepare for interviews, exams, and visa processes. Also, we supporting all students without barriers. Our platform is built with insight from educators, accessibility experts, and student with level experience. And it's not just for students. We are also helping universities find diverse, high potential candidates, especially those outside the traditional ranking bubble. The global e-tech market is $400 billion. International admissions and test preparation alone exceed $40 billion annually. Every year, 25 million students apply to study abroad. As I said earlier, there is a massive gap between demand and smart solutions. Student Box AI is here to fill it intelligently. Our business model, B2C subscription, B2B licensing, and of course, freemium. Projected year first revenue, $250,000 with 5,000 paid users and 20 affiliate partners. By year three, we target $5 million with global expansion. Why us? We are not just building a tool, we are building a movement to make world-class education truly accessible. We are not helping students apply, we are helping them belong. Student Box AI is building the next generation of global scholars. Thank you very much for your attention.
Great. Thank you very much, Rahima, for a great presentation. Dear judges, do you have any questions?
Thank you. Where are you at with your product development?
We
What
are
can your
on
product
our
do?
we are on our MVP. We are on early stages and we are still developing our educational platform with our co-founder.
Can you walk me through the, let's say I would like to apply abroad, which I did. What's the user experience? So what exactly your product will do when you roll it out initially?
First of all, we have very interesting education platform with understandable buttons. Of course, for example, if you want to apply for Ivy League universities, also what you can see, that's video of campuses, and there are a lot of information if you don't know how to apply it directly. On our platform, we have understandable buttons, how to push it and how to do it. Also, we have our like AI chatbot. You can ask all questions you want to know, and so it can give you answers for all your questions. And to
You
do
mentioned,
all documentation. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Rahima. Just one question. How do I know, you mentioned a best fit university. How do you help
Our
applicants
AI
determine what's the
chatbot
fit?
will sorry, our chatbot will answer your proper questions. For example, what about your education? What about your desire? Where do you want to study? For example, in Europe, America, maybe just online education in Harvard or Yale, because we have like different curriculum standards according people's lives. So according our special question, we will know about what exactly student needs, where to study, what experience he had also. So
Thank you. Thanks.
thank you.
So, great, Rahima. Thank you very much for the presentation. Now
you.
that is forward, do we have anyone from Pocket Dot? Pocket Dot, anyone from the team here? Actually, I see Adil Yusupov, Pocket Dot. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Adil, and I'm presenting Pocket Dot today. Let me know when I can start and start sharing my screen.
Yes, please do right now.
Okay. I hope you can see it. If not,
yes.
Okay, I'm starting now. Hello, everyone. My name is Adil. Imagine you are texting "I miss you" to someone you love or transferring money on your phone, and suddenly realize a stranger is silently watching every word over your shoulder. For millions of blind and visually impaired individuals, this violation of privacy is a daily reality, as they depend on voice comments that publicly broadcast every interaction. Privacy isn't just a convenience, it's an essential right of every person. Existing solutions simply don't solve this problem. Voice comment broadcast personal details to everyone nearby. Traditional braille displays are bulky, expensive, and impractical for daily mobile use. Typing alone doesn't offer essential private feedback. The market urgently needs a practical, affordable, and private solution. Our team brings together diverse expertise from engineering and business in corporate world to specialized accessibility knowledge. Collectively, we have over 10 years of cumulative experience in product design and accessibility tech, and we are supported by leading experts, including Stanford professor Manu Prakash. That's why we built Pocket Dot, the world's first MagSafe compatible Braille display for mobile phone. Pocket Dot seamlessly attaches via MagSafe, instantly transferring every interaction on the phone into a Braille. So Braille is a tactile system of raised dots that blind people read with their fingers. Pocket Dot empowers users to privately read and write messages, emails, confidential information everywhere, anytime, protecting their fundamental right to privacy. We validate our solution through intensive user research, interviewing over 100 blind individuals. Their valuable insights shaped Pocket Dot, and beta testers immediately asked, "Can I buy it now?" With zero marketing spent, we already received 150 plus pre-orders through word of mouth alone. Recently, we partnered with a supplier that reduced our production cost by 50%. Market potential is enormous. In US alone, 7 million visually impaired people represent almost 2 billion opportunity at our competitive price of $250 per device. Globally, this expands to 43 million individuals and potential market exceeding $10 billion. Initially, we're focusing on direct-to-consumer sales, capturing early adopters. Then we expand distribution through partnership with insurance company, rehabilitation agencies. Later, we integrate Pocket Dot with banks and mobile operators, offering accessibility solutions directly to their loyal customers. So today, we're raising $2 million to dramatically reduce our production cost, and with help of Stanford professor, and also launch full-scale US manufacturing. So together, we can protect privacy as an essential right to bring dignity and independence to millions around the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have great timing questions. Kim, Vinny?
Thank you, Adil. Why you? Is there a story around you identifying there's a problem you want to spend your time on solving?
So I started working on this project many years ago, like several years ago. Then meet a lot of people with visual impairment, and they actually motivated me to continue working on this because there's still no cheap, affordable solution on market. As you've seen on my slide, the devices starts from $1,000, and the device that used for mobile use is like almost 7K. It's like a super expensive, and I just made friends with this community, and it motivated me to continue working, and it's like one of the reasons why I came to Stanford and learn how to build devices that people really need.
Thank you.
Adil, can you talk through the economics of the unit economics, please? I think it's $250 per device. What is the margin on that, and what is the long-term prospect of that as well, please?
Thank you. Great question. So now, so our goal is to sell this device for $250 per device, and for today, the production cost is about $100 to $150, depends on materials. When we start a full-scale manufacturing, we believe it will the cost will go down. But the second generation, when we finish our R&D with Stanford professors, the production cost will drop even more, up to $20 or $30 per device.
Wow, great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Adil, for a great socially needed project and device. Wish you success. And now it's time to move forward. Do we have anyone from Pantry, AI cooking helper?
Yes, can you see me?
Oh, yes, Alejandro, we can see you.
Yeah, hello. So I'll share my screen right now. Well, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Well, hello everyone, my name is Alihan and I'm the founder of Pantry, the AI cooking helper. And let's start off with the problem. So, let's start off with the introduction. So the Pantry AI cooking helper is an app that allows you to generate meals using ingredients that you have at home. And the target audience for us is basically anyone who can cook on, let's say, not as on professional level. And let's continue with the problem statement. So for the problem, it comes from my personal experience and the experience from other users I found on the internet. Sometimes it feels just too overwhelming trying to find the perfect recipe that utilizes ingredients that you have without you having to substitute or using, let's say, other ingredients or going to the store and buying them. So that's why I decided to make this app that makes cooking a lot easier and faster. So basically, again, it lets you to generate meals using ingredients that you have. It gets recipes instantly, so you don't have to scroll or look for them. It's also simple, fast, and easy to use. And for the quick app overview, here's the app. It's a MVP pre-launch stage. So we have a home page where you can select meals. There's also a meal preferences or diet calorie goals. I just didn't show it there. So here you select ingredients. After you select ingredients, you go to the pantry. From the pantry, you can remove ingredients. Let's say you change your mind, you don't want to cook with it. So then you generate meals. You get 3 meals. And after that, you get steps. Steps, you have a timer and AI helper. If you get stuck, you just take a picture or send a prompt and you get the instructions. So now let's continue with the market analysis. So for the market, there's a really huge potential here because AI is growing exponentially. A lot of people use recipes and meal planning apps. A lot of people cook. So I think there's a huge potential in the market. And if we come to the business model, so the business model is very simple, a subscription-based model. We have a standard and the premium models. So standard allows you 8 generations, 3 AI help uses, but you cannot set your calorie or diet goals. Premium, on the other hand, it allows you to have unlimited meal generations as well as AI help uses, also it lets you to set your calorie or diet goals. Then for the future vision, we have different things that need to be improved or included, so like camera integration, camera ingredient identification, production iOS, also things like selecting how many ingredients you have. Then for the conclusion, well, we have a fully developed MVP, we have positive early feedback from like 10 or so users. We're improving drastically the functionality of the MVP, and there's a huge potential and clear pain points of the users or people who cook. So thank you for your attention. That's it for me.
Great. Thank you very much, Alixan, for your presentation. Dear judges, do you have any questions?
Can you walk us through the how your product facilitates the pain points of the end consumer, and what would be competition that you would face?
That's a great question. So for the pain points, let's say you have pasta, chicken, and heavy cream. That's all the 3 ingredients you have. You don't have any seasonings or anything else. You find, well, what you can cook with it. And you're just let's say beginner. You're a beginner cook. You can cook pasta with cream, but you cannot find the perfect ingredient because some of them they use mushrooms, some of them they use onions, some of them they use like other ingredients, and you don't know how to substitute or how to use other ingredients. So you have to waste time searching for the ideal recipe that is basically tailored for the ingredients that you have already. And my app saves you time because, well, it gives you the recipes only with what you have, with steps from meal preparation to the meal serving. And for the competitors, there are several of them. There's like Smart Foods or Samsung Food. They do not use AI generation. They basically they're just like big databases of recipes. And again, you have to search manually.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Alixan, for the presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
Let us move on to the next project. Do we have anyone from the team of Potatix? Apologize for my pronunciation. Potatix, Potatix. Do we have anyone here? Oh, okay, I see. In that case, Noli AI.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please start sharing your screen.
Okay. Here. Okay. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes, we can.
Full screen. Let's go. Just a sec. Okay, let's start. Hello, everyone. I'm Chetin, and this is Noli AI, the Stripe for enterprise AI agents. One unified API that connects any data source to any model, built enterprise-ready from day one. 2 years ago at Twitter, I was managing infrastructure that processed 500 million tweets daily. Every time our data science team wanted to build a new ML feature, they would spend months just connected to different data sources, building pipelines, and managing model deployments. Fast forward to today, every enterprise wants AI agents, but they are facing the exact same integration nightmare I solved at scale. Companies are spending 6+ months and millions of dollars building custom infrastructure just to connect their Salesforce data to an OpenAI model. They want to focus on business logic, but they are stuck building plumbing. That's the problem my co-founder and I are solving. She has built enterprise B2B products for years, and together we have shipped complex systems before. We understand this challenge deeply because we have tackled it firsthand. That is what we build. Think Stripe, but for AI agents. One API that connects any data source, your databases, Salesforce, Google Drive, S3 buckets, to any AI model from OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic, or Bedrock. But here is the key difference. We have built this with enterprise-grade infrastructure from day one. Multi-tenant security, schema-driven data unification, and granular observability. Because when you are processing millions of API calls, you need to know exactly what's happening and what it costs. The market timing is perfect. The enterprise AI market is 50 billion and growing 40% yearly. But current solutions are workflow tools trying to handle AI workloads. They break at enterprise scale because they weren't built by infra engineers. We have already have 5 enterprise customers committed before launch, companies in fintech and healthcare who have been waiting for exactly this solution. They are tired of building custom integration. Our business model is simple. Usage-based SaaS for startups at 1 to 5 cents per API call, plus enterprise licensing starting at 50K annually. We are targeting 100 customers and 1 million ARR by year 1. We are raising 1.5 million to capture this opportunity. The question isn't whether enterprises need this. They are already spending millions building in themselves. The question is whether they will build it in-house over 18 months or use our battle-tested platform and ship in 1 week. We are building the infrastructure layer that brings Stripe-level reliability and simplicity to AI agents. Thank you for your time and attention. I'm excited to discuss how Nolly AI can transform your enterprise AI initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jim, for a great presentation. So our esteemed jury members, do you have any questions?
My question is, how do you see your sales team structured, and what is your go-to-market strategy?
It's a great question. So we have two-phase GTM strategy. First is basically with marketing and SaaS-based launch to small startups and SMBs. Then after we have the traction, we will go to the enterprise more and more, and we have salespeople, account executives, and then we will go. Right now it's a little bit horizontal, but when we have the traction, we will go a little bit more vertical, and we will create AI agents in fintech space and customer support space and healthcare space, so that we will target the big enterprises. SaaS force, then go to enterprise next.
Thank you.
Okay, Chutin, great. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Now let us move forward. Do we have anyone from Zip campus here? Zip campus.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, David, great. Please start sharing your screen.
Okay, just give a second. Can you see and hear me well?
Yes, we can see and hear you well.
Okay. So let me start. Hey, my name is Dalet, and this is Zip. The number of sexual assault cases filed against Uber has risen dramatically over the last few years. Just in 2023, this number was under 100. Now, in 2025, it has risen to over 1,500. Moreover, there's an increase in average wait times across US colleges, making services like Uber and Lyft unreliable and unavailable. Moreover, from what I have of women, even having such a small thing as their driver's oval photo made them feel safer. So what else can we change to make ride-sharing a safer experience? Because currently, hailing an Uber or Lyft has been described as a game of ride-sharing Russian roulette. According to a large survey we conducted at Davidson, only 39% of students are satisfied with their current rideshare services, and 84% of them are willing to proactively switch to a Davidson College student-driven alternative, and 63% of them are concerned about their safety when using traditional rideshare. Our solution is simple: college-exclusive rideshare app for current students with a .edu email. So if you go to Stanford and log into this app with your .edu email, you'll only see drivers or riders from that specific university. This way, we create a trusted network of fellow students and greater traceability and accountability. Over 250 students at Davidson's have already signed up, waiting for the Zip Open Beta to launch this coming fall. And we've already won the Nisbet Venture Fund incubation track at Davidson College as freshmen, getting $5,000 in non-dilutive capital. How have we achieved that? First is employment opportunity. We are working with an untapped driver employment market, and second is insurance. Zip provides TNC insurance to all of its drivers to run safely and legally. Third is university integration. We integrate detailed maps for every campus we launch on to provide a smoother user experience. And 4 is flexible pricing. Operating only as a rideshare marketplace, Zip enables riders and drivers to directly negotiate prices, leading to more equitable outcomes. On the right, you can see the MVP of our app. We use 2 separate business models. First is direct payment from riders, simple commission on the agreed upon fare. And second is partner program with universities. In agreement to offer our service at a specific university, we expect to charge them a yearly fee. Here's our team, all Davidson College students. We spent our high school and college years studying entrepreneurship and building startups. And here's our team of here's our technical team and advisors with vast experience in their specific industries, including software engineering, startups, and legal services. Here's the way we're planning to spend our funding: 35,000 on TNC per mile insurance and legal compliance, 35 on product development, 20 on campus expansion and marketing, and 10,000 on contingency fund. Zip is what ride sharing was meant to be, and thank you for attention.
Great timing. Thank you, Dauled. Dear judges, do you have any questions to Dauled?
Thank you, Dauled. I have a question. There's a company called Zoom, which is ZUM, and they started as Uber for kids. One of the problems they faced in scaling was shortage of drivers who could be the appropriate drivers for their services. How do you view that in your case?
Yeah, we've already tried to solve that problem as we first saw it, because we created a wait list of drivers at our college who wanted to drive for us in the future, and already have over 10 drivers. Of course, this is all tentative, but we've also learned from this company called Yellow. They have a very similar concept, but more of a social network. And the way they attract drivers is pay wages at the beginning. So this is what we're planning to do in the future, just to gain traction at the beginning.
What's the target scale if you look forward, years ahead? How do you see?
So 34% of the ride-sharing industry it's taken by college students. They account for it, and we're planning to take at least 10% in the coming 4 or 5 years.
And are drivers also college students, or sorry if I'm slow here?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, drivers are also college students, so it's a peer-to-peer kind of a marketplace.
And in terms of customer, a female student, male driver, any risks, any hesitation?
We haven't considered that yet because we're just launching a beta, but in the future we'll of course add more specific features. But at this point we only have like a very generic model and MVP just to match drivers to attract attention and traction.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Dauled, for the presentation. Now it's time to move on to the next project. So do we have anyone from Driver Detect? Driver Detect, are you ready to pitch? Oh, yes.
Hi, let me share my screen.
Sure.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see the screen.
All right, so I'm just turning on the timer. Hi, everyone. My name is Bilal. I'm presenting here the Driver Detect. So basically, we're the competitors for call to action, the same platform, same niche, just respectful competitors, okay? So all of this was already spoken by Yer Sultan, so I will not repeat that. So we have pretty much of a big market and opportunities. So since this is the same, I will not repeat it. But what is my difference from call to action? Driver Detect offers way more features and services than my competitors. First of all, we offer ads launch application. What it means is that when the trucking company owners needs a driver, they will just one click. With one button, my system triggers action and launches Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and indoor ads automatically. And those drivers, whoever is interested in, will get text messages and the interviews and everything automatically. And my AI system will interview them 24/7, and then will filter it out based on their experience, based on their criminality or anything like that. So we have like 7 ways of background checking, and it is all now integrated. and then we schedule it to a hiring manager or to the manager depending on their time schedule. So everything is going to be done just within very short minutes. So imagine you have a driver dropping off your truck at 10 p.m. At 10:01, the company owner will click one button, which will launch all these ads. And at 10:10, 10:11, at 12 p.m., yes, we have such crazy guys playing on their Facebook, on Instagram ads. Just they click on my ads, which will trigger everything. So the owner, what it needs to do is that he needs to go and pray Fajr with this driver in the early morning, get him breakfast, get him to his company, and thank Driver Detect for the service. So this is how my platform looks like. Everything is here: SMS, WhatsApp, email. We're adding up the Telegram activities. Everything history is here. So we have this huge market. And the action. So I have started this about a month ago. My MVP is ready, but I faced the issue that turns out in order for me to integrate with federal agencies, I need to have EIN number. That's what I'm working on. Once I get my EIN, which we have already submitted, I will launch it. It will be ready for launching it. So, and I have like 7 companies that have provided their letter of intention to start working with me. And I have like $40,000, one company sponsoring me to start this endeavor. So this is my business model. So my business model is based on the subscription and also for the services. So I make income from like these services as well as these subscriptions. So in case I face severe and harsh competition, I will just make it free. All of this will be free and I will still make money from the remaining 6 services and I'll still make some profit. So these are my, So these are my competitors, including call to action here. And these are my team. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Bilal, for such passionate and inspiring speech. Dear judges, do you have any questions?
I'm curious to understand, you mentioned that if you face competition, you would make everything free and still make money. How would that happen?
Yes, let me open up my business model. So this is my business model. So this one is the subscription-based model, like $399, $999, almost like $2,000. I will make this one free if I face severe competition. So where I make money is like, for example, this MVR and CD list. So when the trucking companies are running the MVR, it's going to cost them on average $25 to like $30 from depending on the states and everything. I will offer them, let's say this one is like $21 or $27. For me, it's costing $12. So I will make it free, all of this. It will cost me $12 and I will charge my customer $27 for this one. Or for example, drug screening. Average market is between $80 to $120 depending on the vendor. This one is costing me $45 and I'm offering to my customers $100, right? And I make money from the text messages and AI calling minutes and everything like that. So I can go for very much aggressive marketing tools if it needs to be, but at the moment, the market is very much open. We can compete. We can make, both of us, we can millionaires. So we got very good market.
Thank you.
Since I have my competitor here as well, I don't want to share everything here, all the details, but I'm respectfully, with all the respect to my competitors, we are very in a niche where there's a lot of opportunity.
Okay, Bilal, thank you very much for your pitch. It was really exciting to hear how you pitch your idea. Definitely wish you success. So now it's time to move forward. So do we have Hikmatullah and Findekor here?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
we
here.
do. Yes, great.
Yeah. So my co-founder is gonna be start the presentation, like he gonna put and we're gonna continue. Should we start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Walk into the furniture store, it looks like a museum or furniture collection. When we look the online, it's more complicated. We are Find Decor. We are developing Find Decor because of the first 3 reasons. The first reason is, I mean, all traditional e-commerce platform had too many product with a long and boring description. The second one is the searching and filter show many options. It's so hard to make a decision. And the third one is the suggestion. What do you click? And you're gonna give the suggestion. We are Find Decor, new recommendation tool for home decors, furniture based on customer space, style, color, and budget. Everything is related. How is work? Find the course. You're gonna upload your any rooms, living room or any rooms, and make the quick analysis and make a perfect combination and find the items around amount of the online and offline store in one place. You're gonna click, and our agent gonna go and buy it for you. So when we look at our market opportunity is around 100 billions in the total market. Accessible service available market is 300 billion, and when the serviceable paying market is 23 billion, and the average commercial is 7 and 8%. We have a two business model. The first one middle is affiliate partnership commercial. When the customer or buyer using our Find Decor agent, using our agent and go to their marketplaces buying, and we're gonna earn about 5 and 10% of the each sales. And we have also partnership commercial commissions, which is a premium, is like a branding, including advanced analysis, and then sponsoring white lab tech, which is our main product. And go-to-market strategy, we already affiliate market partnership, like collecting data and the product information, then the physical store data collection. We're gonna gather in and make a marketing campaign, and then network drive data recommendation to the market. So traction, we already connected 100 marketplace in the US and 1.3 billion live data on the deal. So our product is launched at the end of the March, and we just make a science marketplaces in the 3 months. We already make the collaboration with the marketplace, and now we are offering B2B chatbots, which is a real sales consultant for smart product recommendation. This is our prediction. We are working on it, B2B section. I'm a co-founder and a CEO. I have 7 years experience in the furniture and home decor sales, as well as I'm a C-level in the shopping mall management and operations. Just graduated Golden Gate University in SF. My co-founder is Shavkat Hamidov, one of the tech guy, and he's from Uzbekistan. He just left Datagaze, 10 million capitals in the Uzbekistan. Yeah. That's all.
Thank you very much
so
for the presentation.
That's all. Short. We just
Dear
cut
judges.
all points because of the time is so limited. That's a point. Hope you can understand. Questions? We are ready
You
to
did
answer
great.
all
Dear
the
judges.
One question for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the presentation. When we talk about recommendation systems, there's always the potential competition of the marketplaces themselves creating their own. How do you see that competition with your product?
Our product is a room-oriented recommendation because of when they're uploading their pictures, they're gonna take all what they have in the house and bring the best result for them. No need to do worried about because of the why. I'm in a carpet business. I was born in the family who deal in the carpet more than 30 years. It's always hard to sell the carpet because what kind of furniture are you buying? What kind of carpet? We have to matching all the time. I know the processing. We also make a separate data tracking on this. The data analysis and the training models. It's like
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mantelo, for the presentation.
Yeah, that's my pleasure.
It was really nice to see you again.
Of course.
So, dear participants, let us call the next project to the stage. Surface. Do we have? Oh, yes, we do have. Please start sharing your screen.
Hello, how are you? Let me share my screen. Here we go. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Fantastic. So I am Genevieve. I'm from Surface, where we are building an AI assistant specifically tailored for repeatable construction. Now, what is repeatable construction here? I'm talking about multi-site retail like McDonald's, 7-Eleven, Chipotle, Starbucks, Kroger, any store a restaurant brand that you see the same stores stamped out across malls and strip malls and on the side of the highway. This is a $9.4 billion market that where owners, the brands are building these stores. And right now there's not a solution out there for them. So who are we, my co-founder and I, and why are we the people focused in this specific niche? My co-founder is Alim. He's not on the call right now. He is a techpreneur, experienced in building startups. And then me, I come to you with 20 years of experience in this industry where I've led construction and store development for companies like 7-Eleven. I oversaw store development for North America, leading a $1.5 billion program there. So I have a very deep knowledge of this specific space. And truly, I've worked at, probably 7 different brands, and everybody thinks that they do things uniquely and differently, but the truth is everybody works pretty much the same way. It's 90% consistent across the board. That's how people are able to go from one company to another and bring best practices that they've learned at their other brands. And it's really a set of repeatable workflows that people are doing. And the current software out there is very old and it's designed purpose-built. Nothing is specific for this repeatable construction niche. We have site search software, we have project scheduling software, things like Procore, Smartsheets, Lucernex, but each individual user has to navigate a whole bunch of different softwares throughout their day. What we do here is we have a digital construction management assistant who is able to, just like the human can go into all of those different softwares, our assistant can go into all of those different softwares so that you can engage with the assistant. And what does this look like? For example, here's a screenshot of our platform. It's a conversational setup. You engage with your data and you engage with your workflows like you never could before. So for example, for a pipeline report that might have, hundreds of columns and so much data, we're now able to, instead of you having to go through your spreadsheet and pull out your info, now we can engage with our data. We can say, hey, show me what are the riskiest projects and show me what patterns are leading to my delays. And you're able to engage with your data in that way. And then from a workflow standpoint, something as simple as bidding out a job. This is something that you have to do for every single project. It's a very manual task. But what we've done essentially is set up a domino run. So the human just has to tap that first domino and then all of the other actions happen. That project is created in Lucernex. It then goes to Building Connected where it invites bidders to bid for you. It then collects in your Outlook. It'll collect all of the questions that come in and it'll respond.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the presentation, but the time is up.
Thank you.
So, dear judges, do you have any questions?
I think my question would be exactly what this slide is showing. How is your traction going and how is the pipeline?
Thank you. I'm so happy that you asked that question. So we are seeing a lot of traction. A couple of months ago, we signed JD Sports. They are a global retailer with revenues of $13.4 billion a year. They signed us on to do all 300 of their projects this year. We also just signed a contract with Five Below, and we're entering an active pilot with Panda Group. So we have a lot of positive traction.
Thank you. Have you heard of Trunk Tools?
I have.
They're doing.
Yes.
What do you think? Are they doing something similar?
I think that what we're doing is really hyper-focused for this specific market of repeatable construction and how we can support, these specific people. It's a very unique setup because these retailers, their business is not building stores. They're not contractors. They're not developers. Their business is in selling groceries and selling clothing and selling gas. So the store development teams, while big, we had a 1,000-person team at 7-Eleven and $1.5 billion. While these are big teams, they're not the primary focus of the company. So that's where we come in and that we're offering this solution for these people who don't have access to other solutions.
Thank you. And in terms of potential liability, where your AI solution suggests something that might not work, what do you think?
We like to say that the human stays in the loop. So it's not like you're handing it off to an AI assistant to do your entire project for you. You're delegating as if you would to a human admin or a human assistant. So we still have the humans in the seat making the decisions. We still have our project managers driving that boat, but now they have the support team to back them up.
Thank you.
Can you talk about your pricing model?
I'm sorry, our pricing model?
Yes. Yes,
So
your pricing
currently
model.
with our first with JD Finish Line, for example, they're our first big client. We're charging them $10,000 a month subscription. But our go forward is we have a pricing model that's a matrix that's scaled on your size. Are you building 50 stores, 100 stores, or 500 stores? And then what menu of services do you want from us? Do you want to use the whole suite of workflows and products, or do you want to just use this section of it? So we have a pricing matrix for as we're going forward. But right now, with our early clients, we're really focusing on that case study and being able to use this to go out and get more clients.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Genevieve, for the presentation of your project. So now it's time to move forward onto the next project. We still have a couple of projects to go, so we will not be taking another break. Hope it's fine. If not, please let me know. So now the next project to pitch is Ali Mayo.
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So this is Alim, the last language learning app you'll ever need. So in the last 3 weeks, we have gained 30,000 users, reached 600,000 followers, 20% week one retention, positive ROMI, $80,000 from Microsoft and Google in grants, received residency from SVR and Alchemist. So we basically have no cost to build and serve and acquire customers. So we are unstoppable. How we were able to achieve these metrics? We found a huge problem. Duolingo and other English learning apps offer one-size-fits-all curricula to help you pass beginner level at most. But what if I want to pursue my real-life goals, such as studying abroad, working in a big company, or tuning in with the American culture and memes? There is nowhere to me to go. That's why 800 million people have quit Duolingo, and language learning apps have just 2% retention. This is one of the lowest amongst all of the industries. And we're solving this problem with Alim, the first ever personalized fluency engine. How you learn with us? You learn new words or grammar, read and watch content in English that you are interested in, speak and write about it. And we analyze every single mistake and interest point that you make, so your learning experience evolves with you every step of the way. How is this possible? All of this is powered by AI Kitty agents. Lesson creator, grammar explainer, web scraper, speaking coach, accent coach, discipline tracker, and so on. They work seamlessly to craft your learning experience. And users are loving it, saying that Duolingo is officially outdated now. I cannot believe I'm not talking to a real teacher. I am finally motivated to learn English. The market looks like this. Total addressable market is $400 billion, including offline and online language learning spendings globally. Serviceable available market is $15 billion and growing, because this is mobile-first online language learners market. Serviceable obtainable market is $100 million. These are language learners that we can onboard through viral content and mission-driven marketing within 3 years. Ultimately, we envision to turn your screen time into fluency, integrate language learning into your daily digital life, so you won't even notice how you became fluent, because you like scrolling TikTok or watching YouTube, listening to podcasts. Okay, you can do that, but do it inside our app and you learn a new language. Because we're gonna turn it into a lesson. We're confident because we are the Navy SEALs of EdTech. We're trilinguals who learn English in their own unique ways and gained access to global opportunities. Collectively, we've raised $1.3 million in our previous ventures, received $800,000 in scholarship from top American universities and ready to drop out, made $200,000 of net profit in EdTech, English learning, turned down offers from big tech and won prestigious hackathons. So, dear judges, join our mission to make quality English learning a human right, not a privilege, so everyone can thrive just like we do.
Great. Thank you very much for the presentation. Great timing. Kim?
Thank you. How will you make money?
So our business model is based on different revenue streams. For example, ads. Duolingo made $50 million on ad revenue. Freemium language learning with subscription model. Also, since we're a super app, we'll be able to build an educational marketplace to sell personalized learning curriculum crafted by experts, sell flashcard decks, in-app purchases, customization, NFT, like skins and so on. And data monetization, since we have so much data points. Of course, do it ethically.
So your customer is, who is your ideal customer?
So right now, we're going to start with Russian-speaking English learners. Why? Because we have 600,000 followers, most of which are Russian speakers. We're going to start with that, and then we will add more opportunities from like all over the world for people to learn language, like Middle East, Southeast Asia, and so on. And then we're going to add other languages. But we're going to start like we're going to have the most leverage in underserved markets where personalized curricula are the most important, like medical students, truck drivers, as we could see, hospitality, construction workers, and so on. They all need English learning, but they do not have the textbooks to learn from or apps.
Thank you.
And we also have B2B, by the way, already
And
launched.
Aslan, can you please talk about your traction so far?
Sure. What are you interested about?
Traction, how much money do you make right now?
Okay. So we launched 3 weeks ago, as I said, and right now we're at $10,000 revenue. We launched in Telegram mini apps. It is a platform where you don't have so much regulations like in App Store. We wanted to test the MVP, so we didn't focus on making money. We were focused on validating our hypothesis, which we did. We iterated like crazy for starting from March. We launched first beta test and MVP. Right now we're at $10,000 revenue, part of which came from pre-sales, part of which came from selling the subscription within the app. But we're expecting our conversion to paid subscribers to grow 40 times after we launch in App Store.
Okay, great. Thank you, Aslan, for the presentation and great ambitions. So wish you success. Do we have anyone from SmartBiz?
Thank you.
SmartBiz 1. Oh, yes, we have. Please start sharing your screen.
Well, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Sorry about the wait. Can I start it?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Shah Jahan. I'm from Uzbekistan, and you could call me Sean for short. Currently, I'm living in Denver, Colorado. Today, I'm introducing SmartBiz. We're revolutionizing the kitchen productivity through the cutting-edge AI solutions. Currently, I work as an online and an operational sales manager at Garnish Restaurants in Colorado. And then this is one of our success stories. We have recently soared our online sales from to 120% from one of our third-party channels. And we do have different other third-party platforms that we use for our online sales, besides our offline sales as well. Oftentimes, restaurants have different kind of challenges, struggle in managing kitchen workflow efficiently, and due to that, they lose a lot of money. They lose online sales, they lose offline sales, and most importantly, they don't see returning customers back at their restaurant. So, and then as you see the market data, up to 30% revenue lost from different kind of mistakes that happen in the kitchen according to the Oracle, and then 60% don't come because of the bad experience. Also, when there's a delay, 20% sales go down from the online sales. And if you see the data from our recent online sales errors that we made, we're losing a lot of money because of our small mistakes that we make in the kitchen. And for that, we are offering a smart kitchen workflow for the restaurants, where the restaurants benefit fast prep times, fewer order mistakes, better customer experience, and the most importantly, automatic itemized label printing and prioritizing the items in the order for online and offline modes. How it works, the customers place an order, and then the tickets are sent to the kitchen. AI prioritize depending on the priority of the order. They highlights the prioritized orders if it's online, if it's offline, and then the chefs view the orders, and then they click whatever is on the screen, and then they start making it, and then the print the printer starts printing the labels for each item, that's when most of the restaurants make mistake and they lose a lot of items because sometimes they mix up all the items while packing the food, and then they don't get paid for their work. So the market opportunity is, according to the Business Fortune global restaurant market, tech market projected to reach $342 billion by 2029. And then the online food delivery makes up 40% of the restaurant revenue today after COVID, according to the Statista, and then 60% of the.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I apologize for interrupting, but the time is up. So
Sure.
let us ask jury members to support your presentation now. Dear judges, do you have any questions? Kim?
Thank you. It's a great presentation. There's a company in Saudi called Foodix, and others around the globe who manage workflows for small restaurants, among others, and large ones. How do you position yourself to differentiate from competition, and whether you plan to integrate with existing solutions?
Yes, that's a great question. Thanks so much. We will have integration with one of the biggest enterprise systems like Clover, and most importantly, we are targeting the US market, and also the price-wise, we are charging $199 for the customers. It does include the screen monitor screen, and then the label printing, also the AI, the most important part of the platform AI that prioritize the order depending on the channel of the restaurant sales, if it's online, if it's offline, and then sometimes the customers want really good experience, and in busy times they don't have. The kitchen doesn't have much time, but they need to be efficient. So the AI helps to prioritize. And I don't think most of the platforms up to date, they don't offer any kind of solutions. And also another benefit from this is like when you do Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub, we do have this printing system, and then it is very helpful to fight back for dispute charge, and that's when a lot of restaurants are losing money. And then once in a while, like even the operational manager don't have time to go and see all of the charts, and then our system generates all the errors that's happening. That way, the managers could focus on other work and then save their time.
And will you be manufacturing your own hardware, monitors?
Yes. Yes, we are. We're going to manufacture. We're outsourcing the screens from China, the printers, and the customers are charged for the lease, and that's one-time charge, and then the monthly subscription is for the solution itself.
And those monitors, in addition to post terminals, etc., how do you see that working? Won't that crowd the kitchen with monitors?
I've seen that in big, the franchise. If you go to Arby's, if you go to McDonald's, they are very efficient. They do have, but these are for big franchised fast food restaurants, but it's not for small or medium based or family-based restaurants. So this is mostly, our focus is mostly on small or medium-based restaurants, and this is how. And I've never seen any kind of a challenge. It's a lot easier for people in the kitchen, like it's a lot easier for the people working in the kitchen than having all the papers all over the kitchen area. It's more efficient, it's more neat. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for the presentation. So let us try to call one more project that did not respond to our call last time. Do we have anyone from Potatics here? Potatics, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's it, dear participants. So we're done with the USA round. Once again, thank you, dear founders, judges. Thank you for being the part of the USA national competition of the Road to TechCrunch Startup Battlefield. So we had the pleasure of reviewing 19 impressive startups, each showcasing the creativity and potential of, I would say, of Central Eurasian region, because most of the founders, I believe, are from the other part of the world and not from the US originally. So hopefully you will get success in the US and and globally in the whole world. So to all the founders, congratulations, you really did great. Your vision, energy, and ambition were truly inspiring. And of course, to our judges, thank you very much. We deeply appreciate your time and thoughtful insights and feedback. So the final results will be announced closer to August 10. So please stay tuned in our Telegram group, and our media partners at Tag will also share the updates on their platform as well. So thank you once again. We look forward to see you at future Road to Battlefield events, and have an incredible day ahead. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Bye bye.